Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be playing Gwen in the top lane, and I am going to build her as a full AP mage. Zazu seems to like it. Anyways, I'm going to start Dark Seal. I need to make sure I'm not being cheesed by Sun, so I'm going to stay away from this bush. I'm just going to have these ranged minions real quick. A little on my Q so I can start stacking up. I want to trade with Sun basically as soon as he gets here. Oh, there he is. Now, I don't know why every Sion seems to do this cheese. So, level 1 against Sion, I actually am super strong. There we go. He had to release his Q early because I was sidestepping it. I think. So something I need to do is I need to use my E into Q here. Oh, I actually missed a minion of experience. Okay, good. Okay, damage. I started Dark Seal just for potential snowball, which I think this champion does need a snowball early if we want to have damage in the mid game. She right now, I think her damage is a little bit low, so it's really important right now. Unless they buff her on the P, which they honestly might, we need to get as many kills, as much pressure as possible. I think she's gonna be best against tanks, just because that's her damage is based off max HP. She does have some on-hit damage that does flat damage on her E, but honestly, it's not enough to really take down a squishy super fast. So we'll try this out, see if we can't burst some people down with the Dark Harvest build. See, he's shoving on. I'm gonna use my last potion. It's Eve jungle. We'll see where he goes first. Actually, we see Eve down here. Actually, Sion's pushing up, and he's got no mana, so I'm gonna ping for my Volber to come. I do want to make sure he's not charging up the Q there. There he is. Well, Volber didn't combo his E with his Q, so we couldn't get the kill. I could potentially flash if Volber sets up enough damage, but Sion's pretty beefy. Anyways, got the wave in a good spot. We're gonna max Q for this build. I tried maxing E earlier with a non-hit build, but it just doesn't deal enough damage, in my opinion. I think something like this is a little bit better. So there is a mechanic on Gwen that I do want to talk about, using Gwen's W, even against melee, to block damage. Also the fact that I can, oh, I might have to flash. Damn. I didn't think his first auto would kill me, but it did. Alright, so we're gonna go Everfrost just so we can... Basically, Everfrost is gonna help us land our full Q. Yeah, Everfrost will help us land our full Q, so that Sion doesn't like sidestep it, or whoever we're going against sidesteps it. So they do have a Garen in the mid lane, and they have Caitlyn ADC. And if I'm going to be wanting to burst these targets later, probably not Garen. I mean, Garen's going to be pretty tanky, right? But if I'm going to want to burst down, say, like a Caitlyn, I need to Everfrost to guarantee that I get my full Q on her. And ideally, I need to stack up my Q beforehand. So, unfortunately, I did lose my Dark Harvest, right? Actually, it blocked his either. That actually lasts a good amount of time. Got true damage there, and he's dead. So a champion like Sion doesn't have any tools to like dash through Gwen's Q or anything like that, which makes Sion probably one of the best matchups for her. I don't think there's any other matchup quite like Sign where it's just completely abusable. Because even something like Cho'Gath has like really good burst melee form, whereas Cho'Gath or where Sign has to like full on charge his Q to deal enough damage, right? So let's go back. We could buy Lost Chapter. I don't think I'm really running out of mana. I don't even have Presence of Mind. I actually went Dark Harvest, Transcendence, Gathering Storm. But I'm still not running out of mana, which means this champion really doesn't have too many mana issues. The only time this champion has mana issues is later in the game when you get a bunch of ability haste and you're cycling through your cooldowns every 2 seconds. Which, I think her E, with the ability haste from the build we're going to go, I think it goes down to like 5 seconds. And her Q goes down to about 2 to 2.5 seconds. So she actually goes through her abilities pretty fast and can do a bunch of damage, especially for people with very high HP. And I think that's where she's going to excel in the top lane. We got a pretty good CS lead. Valbert gave us some pressure. Oh. So I'm muting that. I'm gonna use my ulti here. I think he was trying to avoid my my Q there. Yeah, he was trying to like get around me to avoid my Q. But if I just play it patient and just keep auto attacking him, that's fine too. So I get that auto attack reset from my E. And also I can reposition my Q like that, even if he did kind of juke me there. So worst matchups for Gwen from my experience so far is champions that can dash through her when she's queuing. Something like a Riven, something like a Kled. Even Tryndamere is pretty good. I think I mentioned that in my very first Gwen video where I went over all of her abilities. But yeah. So in order to use Gwen effectively, if they try to engage on you with anything, like Santres engage with his Q or his E or something, use your W to block it and then re-engage. So you kind of have to wait for your opponent to make a move first, and then you go in. Or, I'm going to show you a mechanic right now that maybe not a lot of you thought about, which I actually had someone tell me on my stream today when I was streaming Gwen. That could be very useful. So your W, do your W first, and then you dash. And if you attack a melee person at the edge of here, they have to walk in to your shroud, and you can kind of creep block them from getting into your shroud as much as possible. Try to get some extra autos. So either they are forced to back up, or you, they go into your shroud and you stop them as much as possible from going in. Making it so that you get a positive trade. So, I think that's a pretty neat mechanic, if done correctly. It's hard for me to do it in practice, unless he just uses like that. And then I pull it with me, force him to walk in, if he wants to trade at all. He's pretty tanky, so I don't have to use my ultimate here. Use ultimate to try to find the trying to find Evelyn there. She's probably looking for me still. I'll be completely honest. There she is.
An enemy has been slain.
Have to be careful of Evelyn. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna play for my Volibear. Help me out here. Okay, wait, showing back to me. It's in a good spot. Let's you know, since we're going full EP, let's go Sork Shoes too.
If only she were here to see this. See me.
Go Sork Shoes. I'm gonna grab another potion, and I'm gonna grab the Farsight. So when you're playing against an Evelyn jungle, it's very important that you ward on her camps. Because obviously just a regular ward, like here or here, is not going to do anything against her because she's invisible. But if you see her on the camps preemptively, you can know whether she stops at the map. gonna CS. Dang, he got 2 plates there because of demolish. That's OP. Ooh.
That brisk fresh air.
All right, I think I'm gonna shove and position myself for potentially a roam. Roam bottom is what I'm hoping for.
Oh, what to do?
You see Evelyn in her bot jungle. I'm gonna shove one more wave top and position myself to TP bottom. Oh wow. So that right there is probably the best way I've seen to use your W. When they're not expecting it, you can actually block an ability like that. So just by dashing out of it, it'll follow you one time, and you can block an ability. Not able to TP bottom, I don't think. But it looks like the Gragas mid went for a run. So it should be okay. See if I can get any plates. Make sure he's not TPing on me. I don't want anything cheesy happening to me. There. So he's ulting. Goes back to turret, it's completely fine. I could just go ahead and buy an Everfrost here. And Everfrost will help me hit more of my combo. I don't think Riftmaker is good on Gwen. At least from what I'm seeing on the PB right now. She actually doesn't get enough vamp from Riftmaker to make it worth. Just flat AP and helping her set up hitting the Q is actually going to heal you more. Also, this helps me engage. Because if I can get onto him to begin with, that's going to be the best way to do it. It's very important that you hit the very center of your Q to maximize damage. So he ulted back to lane, so he had nothing to hit me with there. Gonna heal up off his corpse. Alright, let me shove in. So there is a little hitbox like behind Gwen, so where you see I'm still hitting that minion right there. That can help shove in. If you position correctly for it. Since her E is an auto attack reset, make sure you start hitting the turret first, and then reset it with your E. It's kind of like an Aatrox E in that regard. Okay, I'm warding her red buff just so I can see if Evelyn's around here. Evelyn might be chasing after me, so I'm backing up.
I do hope she's happy.
If Evelyn charms me, I'm assuming she's coming from here. Alright, should be good. Alright, I think I'm gonna grab a Witchbane here. So, Gwen's AP ratios are actually fairly low. They're kind of like Nami's, actually. Where the damage, I think, is... Like, my burst damage is going to be coming a lot from my items. So I'm thinking Lichbane and, like, a Death Cap. To help maximize my ratios here. With my Everfrost and Lichbane. And that's going to help me with my burst. And then... the percent health damage will help me versus tanks. Like, versus the Scion. But for the burst damage, for squishies, it's very important that you take something like Lichbane. Aww, miscannon Rift. Okay, I got 8 stacks on my Medjay, or my Dark Seal too, so maybe I could turn that into Medjay if I get another kill. Evelyn hasn't taken the red. Maybe she assumed that Balber took it. I'm gonna look for it here. Oh my gosh. My Everfrost Q actually did so much damage there. So that's 29 times 6, plus 145. Oh, I was trying to snipe the Evelyn. Just barely missed. Don't know if he has ultimate. I got you, Gragas. I buy Medjay's here. Again, I think you have to snowball pretty hard in this champ. But also, this champ can evade death pretty easily. Just because I have 3 50% slows on my ultimate, which is pretty nice. And the slow actually caps out at 60% at max level. So that can help you not only cut your opponents away, but can also help you engage. Zazu's going crazy. Hey, Zazu. Zazu's my my bird, my green cheek conure. If you guys aren't familiar with my stream, she's on my stream. She sounds noisy. Today is one of those days. She's very excited about GWEN, as you guys can see. I have TP for the time that Dragon spawns. No one's matching me up here, and I have a Sheen. So I'm gonna deal a good amount of damage to this turret. Actually, I'm just come through this turret. Literally. Oh, if I could have gotten my E just like a half second earlier, I could have used my last ult to slow them down so I could get away. But we got a mountain break from it. I was actually surprised when I saw 3 people come top. When mountain spawned, they I guess they weren't watching the timer. Not sure. I'm still worth. They did cut down my Medjay stacks, but we'll build it back up. Zazu, you're a noisy bird today. You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Just on my shoulders, Zazu. Let's play. Let me sit forward so she stays on me a little bit longer. She sometimes likes playing with my headphones. I have TP. These guys need help. You know what? I'm gonna go after Caitlyn. I did not. So Evelyn was up there with Caitlyn instead of being down there with them. Interesting.
Double kill.
Do I tank a Caitlyn trap? Oh, the Caitlyn trap doesn't do anything to me either. Wow, I just one-shot the Caitlyn, by the way. Bulbar added a little bit of damage, but... Oh! I almost was able to rotate through another Q and survive. I'm so worth. Let me grab Lichbane here. So, I think once we get Death Cap, that's when one-shots really gonna start coming in. So, I mean, the Caitlyn wasn't even super far behind. She was actually 3-0 when I killed her. It was just ult from Volbear into my my Everfrost Sheen auto attack with my E, giving me the bonus damage, and then a full stack Q. Yeah, I've never actually tested the Caitlyn trap interaction, but yeah, so I guess if Caitlyn's setting up traps to defend a turret, you can just walk up and press W and just tank all the traps. That's pretty troll, actually.
Wouldn't be fair if I didn't protect my best.
So I could just absorb all kind of traps and stuff. So that would work for Shaco too. Wait, so I'm gonna be right here with GWEN. Shaco's gonna pink ward is gonna be 1 HP with traps in between. I'm gonna walk up with my W, avoid all of his traps, and then actually be able to flash on him and kill him.
I won't.
Well, it'll be perfect. Can I fight Garen? I don't know. Oh, looks like I can. Was he able to use my last ultimate to cut away? Wait, we actually half health Evelyn. Our disengaged soul, we actually half health Evelyn. That's pretty funny.
Don't start a fight without me.
Everfrost is actually so good with this, by the way. Hi, Caitlyn. It's just Everfrosted, can't move. And yeah, actually can get some one-shots. Alright, so I got some... So I can avoid the Yuumi snare there because of my W. The Medjaz also gives me a little bit of move speed so I can help stay on our targets. Got a minute for this. I need a little bit of gold so I can buy a large rod. First Death Cap. Because I'm going to stack my AP as quickly as possible so that my Lichbane Everfrost can deal some extra burst damage. Help deal with the squishies. Oh? Is my team winning? I can't tell. Large Rod. Alright, we're at almost 400 AP in 22 minutes. So, let me talk about some interactions that I tested out on my streams today. You can't instant stack Conquer with your Q. It only counts as one stack, and that's the same for, okay. That's the same for,
No stitching that back together.
Phase Rush and Electrocute too. Even if you got your full snip like stacked up, and you hit him 6 times, it only counts as one stack towards Phase Rush, towards Electrocute, towards Conquer. I feel like if they fix that part, then Conquer would be pretty good. But right now, I think Dark Harvest is just probably best for dealing damage. I've tried Tank GWEN too. It really seems lackluster, kind of for the same reason. Because on Tank GWEN, you probably wouldn't go Conquer. That way you can still deal a little bit of damage, but you can't stack, oh. Yeah, you can't stack your Conquer very fast. So, it kind of sucks, but it's what it is. Let's do Burn. Oh man, I got 25 stacks now, 466 AP, I'm doing good. Zazu, you're all kinds of crazy today. Usually she's pretty timid during my videos, but she's pretty excited about this one. Wow, that snip! Oh, trying to reach the cannon. Couldn't get it soon time. So, my snip, like, large auto attack with my Death Cap, and, not my Death Cap, but my Medjaz and everything does a lot of damage. Need just a little bit more gold. Okay. I can TP in with Death Cap and, see how much damage we do here. So, right now, 766 AP. 25 stack Medjaz. This is probably, I mean, this is probably going to be the most damage you're ever going to see for GWEN on YouTube right now until GWEN gets buffed. I feel like she needs, like, I think she needs, not maybe a buff to her ratios, but buff to her interactions with runes and items. Because right now she gets locked out of her, of using other abilities while using W, while using ultimate. You can't Proto Belt while you're using her Q. You can't Zanya while you're using her Q. Okay. She got cut up. That's a tank Scion, by the way. Also, I kind of wish that my ultimate would stack a snip.
Wind at my back feels so good.
I don't know. What do you guys think about GWEN? Do you think she needs a tune-up? Those of you who have had an opportunity to play her, or do you think she's like maybe she's OP? I've had mixed success with her so far. This is probably the best game I've had on GWEN though, where I feel like I'm actually dealing pretty decent damage. And by decent, I mean I'm about to 4-shot a turret. They hit me with a lot of burst there. I just dip. So I'm built really squishy. The Evelyn's next to him. Evelyn, I mean, you can see Yumi there. So. Evelyn's very close. I'm actually just going to TP mid and see if I can't just get this turret. Wait, I totally bought that Elixir. You guys saw it, right? The Elixir didn't appear in my inventory.
I've got to make each footprint mean
Like, I couldn't use my Everfrost there while using my Q, and it just delayed it and used it after. Wow. I actually killed all of them.
I'm getting
So you kind of have to kite in between your abilities. And, wait, where is she coming? She's coming from there. It's so stupid. So I don't even have my Q fully stacked, but against squishies it doesn't matter. Just Everfrost into the Q, you're good. Hit with that Lichbane and they're just gonna die. Anyways, let me know what you think of full AP GWEN down in the comments below. Let me one-shot a full tanks on real quick. Maybe not one-shot. Got 1.5 HP. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. How's GWEN? Zazu enjoys her. Anyways, catch you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. Thank you guys. Take care. Have a good day.